G'day everybody, and welcome back to Yellow Duck Vintners for another episode. I am pumping these episodes out, I just can't get enough of FS22 at the moment. First things first, I want to apologise for last episode. There was no sound. Streamlabs decided that it would have a glitch and completely remove the option for game sound, so I've had to set that up. So we'll have sound in this one, thankfully. We're currently looking at one of our employees doing a contract for us, and that is here on, if we go out here, that is here on field 43, just opposite the store. So that's about a $4,000 contract for $4,500 or something, I think it is. Let's have a look. Let's see. No, it's a $3,000 contract. So we'll see how we go in regards to. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? That's so nice. I do. I think the tractors are looking really, really good in this, aren't they? There we go. I'm just going to grab a couple of screenshots there. All right, let's head back over to our farm here. And the first thing that I want to do, the first thing that we need to do here is I need to add some more water to the. We are. Come on, in we go, and let's go into forward. I just need to add some more water to the greenhouses. The greenhouses are making about 1,240 a day in passive income, or the greenhouse. Well, it's technically kind of two greenhouses, really, isn't it? But anyway, it's making us about 1,200 and something a day, which is actually pretty good because it's offsetting some of our costs. So look at this beast back here. We'll put some more water in. We'll probably go and get another load of water as well. There we go. Perfect. Let's start putting that in. The other thing that we will do, probably this episode, is I am skipping months. You can see that it's November now, so I am actually fast forwarding time and stuff. Need to I think I'm probably going to put our production facility up here somewhere. Now what I'm going to do, because of this stupidly overpriced cost of landscaping and stuff in FS22, what I am going to do is I am going to reimburse myself for the landscaping costs to be able to level an area out, because it just messes with you so much, and there's so much extra work that you've got to do to try and get things happening smooth. I can't get rid of that bump at all, so that's going to be that's just going to remain like that all the time. Also need to compress some of this as well, and we'll probably, I reckon, get a mow in as well before. Maybe before we, I'm hoping that this area, and it has, it's grown over again anyway. So we'll probably get a mow in before we actually do our grapevines as well, which we're getting very, very close to. So that's coming up. Let's jump in there. That looks like it has been done. Beautiful. All right, so we'll head over and we'll grab a little bit more water. I might just bring that bucket up just a little. There we go. Perfect. Oh, no, don't do that, Simi. There we go. Loving using the gears. I have noticed that a lot of... I've been watching some YouTubers play, obviously, because I watch YouTube as well. And I have noticed that a lot of them aren't using gears. They're just using the backwards, forwards with the throttle pedal and the brake pedal. So that's pretty interesting. I hope you guys don't mind me doing that. I know it slows things down a little bit because of all the gear changing that we need to do all the time and stuff, but I really, really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying using the gears, in fact. So let's get him up there, and we will back him in there, see, and then just sort of stopping and changing gears and stuff. And I know it takes a little bit of time, but, you know, as I said, I'm absolutely loving it. So we're getting very close. We're getting very, very close. I'm going to continue to do some contract stuff, probably off camera, I reckon. I'm not sure exactly how much money we're going to make on the I didn't realise we paid for water coming out of our water tank, but we do. Look at that. Do we have anywhere on the map? We actually have anywhere on the map. We've got a lot of areas where we could possibly grab some water from. Do we have anything close by? I think it's going to be pretty hard to get down here. We may be able to get down to the water around here somewhere. Just wondering whether there's any free water. Because we are going to use... Oh, I guess we're not going to use that much water really, are we? So they've lasted, the water in that's lasted a couple of months, which hasn't been too bad. So, all right, back this in, and we can fill this up, get it all full, and then we'll have a look at what we're going to do in regards to landscaping, getting everything else ready for our vineyards as well. So I'll probably do a little bit of compaction in there, maybe this episode actually. Yeah, that's all that grass has sort of grown back there, so that's a bit of a pain in the buttocks. All right, I think we just get this out of the way now. Actually, I might take it back down and we'll come back up and have a look. All right, back you in there, and that will be perfectly fine. We can probably disconnect him now. Let's see, that button there. Beautiful. Let's head back up the hill here. And then we're probably going to do a little bit of compacting and stuff as well while that contractor's still doing that contract. While our employee, sorry, is still doing that contract. So I wish they would. I'm looking forward to the mod that shows you your bucket, the status of your bucket in regards to how low you are off the ground and what the tilt is. Looking very, very, very forward to that. So let's go in there. We'll pick up some of this stuff. There we go. We'll just pick up enough, and we'll just Simi just turned the engine off. Of course he did. Of course he did, because that's how he rolls. Okay, so we'll just go back down again and change gears. Grab that stuff there and spread it out. There we go. Spread it out a little bit. Alright, back into reverse. There we go. I reckon we're probably going to have to go a little bit lower. There we go. Staying low on that. We'll get a little bit of this done as well. Oh, the other thing that I want to do first is let's just run over and check what the status of the water is in the greenhouse, because we've put 2 full loads in now. Gonna have to get rid of all of that excess stone, although I'm not sure whether we'll use it somewhere else. Let's go in here and have a squiz. Yeah, look, we've got 17,000 litres in here, so that's pretty cool. And as you can see, if we go into our finances, you can see that where are we? October. So we're kind of making about 1,200. That's 1,200 a month, I reckon. I reckon that's 1,200 a month. So not making a load off of it, but we are doing all right. We also need to have a look at what our contractor is costing us so far. Property maintenance. Where's contractor wage payment? See, we need to keep our eye on this and see how much it costs us to for him to actually do this field and see whether it's viable. Even if we make $1,000 out of it in the end, then that would probably be still be pretty acceptable, I reckon. So let's see. Maybe we'll do this from the outside view for a little bit as well. I do like doing it from an inside view, but like personally, but I don't know whether that's YouTube viable. There we go. And we'll roll you out there. Let you roll forward. It's going to take me a little bit longer to do it, to compact it using this tractor, but it's kind of all we've got at the moment. So probably grab, I reckon, all of that spillage if we can. All right. We had a little upset there. Let's try that again. That's a little bit better. So we'll push that back and probably we'll lift it up. We'll sort of dump it through here and keep it away from the edges. We'll run it through there. Should be okay. Alright, lovely. We're going to get a compaction thing up the top. So we're 14% at the moment, compaction-wise, so that's not too bad. Alright, we are nearly done. We are nearly at 100%. 99%. Perfect. Come on, there we go. Lovely. I don't mind. I actually don't mind. I know that there's easier ways to do your compacting in your silage, but I actually don't mind that. Using a wheel loader is really awesome fun. I used to use a wheel loader in FS17, but once you can afford one, of course, they tend to do a really, really good job as well. So, yeah, absolutely loving it. All right, now we need to work out exactly where we're going to put this. Let's park you over here. There we go. Lovely. We'll put you down there. Drop the bucket down a little bit. That's beautiful. And out we go. Turn those lights off. Now we're going to need to work out exactly. I love that tractor. Exactly where we're going to put this production facility. See, I'm thinking over here somewhere, but I think the first thing that we really need to do is have a look at exactly how big this bloody thing is. Let's have a look. Go into there, production, factories, and we are looking for, I think it was that one. Yeah, it is. See, that's not too bad, is it? That's not too bad. The thing that we need to be really careful of is that we can't interrupt the turnaround for our vines. So, whereabouts are the points? Let's see. Yeah, okay. So they're there. So really, that needs to go around this side, doesn't it? That would be the best place. Now, the other question is, do we flatten out an area, or do we dump it and deal with what's left? Good question. Good question. I think we could probably see. We really want it to probably go in about there, I would say. The other thing is we need good access to it as well, don't we? So we've got our points there, our drop-off point there, which is probably actually okay. That's probably not too bad. So what we might do then is we'll go into landscaping. We'll go into flatten, and we'll flatten a bit of ground here, I think. Or do we have the runoff? It might be better having the runoff and then trying to deal with that. It could. You know what we could do? I know. We could go into just into the ground a bit, like so, through there, and flatten that out, and just go sort of drop into the ground a little. That might actually work. That'll leave enough. That should leave enough turnaround and stuff up there for our tractor work. So if we go through there like that. We're gonna have to leave enough room for that as well. So now let's bring that down and bring that in there. Maybe that'll. Would have been nice if they. It doesn't seem like they've done. I don't know. I might be wrong, but it doesn't seem like they've done too much work on the whole on the whole landscaping, unfortunately. Run that out there. Alright, we just need enough to be able to get down. Let's run that down there. Run that out there. Just enough to be able to get our thing down, and then sort of let it sort itself out in some of the areas there, so which will be pretty good. Alright, that should be okay. Let's give that a go. Whereabouts are you? You are right there. So if we go low there, that might be alright. How are we in square off of that? Yeah, we're pretty good. So we need to make sure that we've still got that area there. So let's try putting him down there. And we'll go back into landscaping. You know what? I reckon we did well there. I reckon that was good. Okay, so that building there was that was 80 grand. Okay, so 80 grand. So we've spent about 15 grand on landscaping. Okay, so what are we going to spend now? Let's do some smoothing, I think. So we'll smooth this out here. Like that. So that'll be our turnaround there still, which will be really, really good. We'll give it a bit of a smooth here. And smooth that off there as well. I know that it kind of wrecks that field next door and wrecks all of that, but we really probably don't need to worry about that. We might end up buying that field anyway, and when we buy that field we can probably sort that out. So get rid of that, smooth all of this out. There we go. Lovely. And that's probably actually helped with all of this as well, hasn't it, really? It's probably helped that area as well. So let's a little bit more smooth in there. There we go. Beautiful. I'm actually really happy with that. I'm actually wrapped with that. There we go. Smooth you out. We'll smooth you out. Still got to smooth this little bit out so that we don't have that big jarring jump up there. That seems all right, doesn't it? There we go. We'll just smooth that out as well, just in case we want to do a run up there at any particular point in time, which we probably will at some point. I think that's probably looking really, really good. The other thing that I want to do while we're doing this landscaping is probably fix this up as well. Let's see. So we probably want to level from there through here, I reckon, because we have that turnaround that we need for putting the water in as well. So if we bring that up there and then we'll smooth it like so, get you all working, level all that up to there. Throw that out there a little bit further, like so. There we go. You can hear our greenhouses just went off. Throw that out there a little bit, like so. And yeah, it's all looking pretty good. Just level it out a little bit more. I think that's looking all right. So we need to run through here. So we probably need to do a smooth through here. So we've still got that run through there. We've got to run down here. Smoothing that off a little bit. Make that a little bit smoother. There we go. And that's not looking too bad. It's still hard to tell until you actually drive it, but it's looking all right at the moment. So production facility is in. The next thing that I might do, I don't think I'm going to cut this grass. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the grass in here, I reckon. That's probably going to be a little bit easier, because if we paint this in, it won't actually grow. So there we go. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like the whole ability to landscape and everything and place your buildings. That's absolutely magnificent. I just think they could have done a little bit of work on it with all the magnificence that they've done on a lot of other stuff. I think we probably could have done a little bit more work. They could have done a little bit more work on this as well at the same time. So, because I think, I speak to a lot of people who play this game, and they're all sort of the same in regards to I just wish they'd fix the landscaping tool as well. So there we go, beautiful. The other thing is, do you guys know all right, so we're going to put some little, probably a little bit too big there, Simi. We're going to put some little tracks through here, which will give us sort of a little sort of tractor run through there. A little tractor run through here as well. Going to have to go down to work on all of this stuff as well. So we'll just throw that in there, and we'll throw just a little bit in there. Like that, and then we'll smooth all of that out as well. We're going to need a little tractor run down through there, like that, and around there as well. And we'll smooth all of that out. It just looks like it would be absolutely magnificent if they you know how in some of these city builder games and stuff, you can actually where your people walk and stuff all the time, it actually starts to wear tracks in the ground and stuff. Wouldn't it be awesome if Farm Sim did the same thing? That would just be brilliant. Run that down there like that. I think that's pretty good, and I think we might throw a tree in. I reckon we might throw a tree in, and I would like to throw, because they're my most favourite trees, I would like to throw myself a nice weeping willow in here, I reckon. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And maybe one up in this corner. Oh, let's put a really big one. What do you reckon? Right in that corner there. Sweet. Love it. Love it. All right, just a little bit of, just a tiny little bit of smoothing out through here now. We could probably increase that tool there. All right, guys, I reckon that is probably pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. I reckon that's pretty good. So if we get back out of that now, we are at 4, so we've spent another 6 grand on that. So I reckon we're reimbursing ourselves about 15 grand, 15 or 20 grand for all of that landscaping. That's pretty nice through there. I reckon that's good. I reckon that's okay. And we'll iron stuff out as we go. So if I go back into here, what I shall do is I shall go to here. Oh, nope, there. I shall join the co-op. Yes, I shall. And I will reimburse us for that landscaping. So let's go in there, transfer money to farm. We're looking at about 20 grand transfer. And I know that it seems like it's kind of a cheat, but we started off with 510 grand before we started landscaping. So, and we've spent 80 grand on that. So, oh crap! Did I put million? Oh crap! I think I just put million in. Hang on a sec. Oh no, because I haven't gone over to there. Yes, we'll go back to there. Perfect. So 80 grand. Yeah, about we started off at 510 grand. So that's got that done. That has got that ready for production and stuff. Our vineyards are going in there. Our first lot of vines are all going in there. We've got that operational, which is really, really good. And we've got our little tracks moving down here. So the one thing that we might actually have to do is we'll just have to get rid of this bush. So we'll go back into there and we'll go back into landscaping and painting and grab a little bit of that dirty grass. And if we just paint that through there, we'll just get rid of that. That's good. That's good. We'll try and get rid of these as well. There we go. That should be okay. That should be okay. We may end up sticking some vines or something else in there at some particular point in time, but for now, I think that that's pretty good. Lovely. Excellent. Let's go and see how our contractor is doing. Have a look on there and have a look on the map. Yeah, he's still going at it. How much have we spent on him so far? That would be an interesting thing to see. Wage payment 1,896. So I don't think it's worth it anymore. I do not think it's worth it. So we might take over on that as well. Come on, there we go. Okay, he stopped anyway. So we might finish this contract off, I think, and there we go. Beautiful. So we'll get this all finished off and this contract finished off. I'm definitely sure that it's not viable to have workers do it anymore. Quite enjoying this New Holland. She's a fancy new modern one with the controller with the gauge panel and stuff that we've got in there. That's pretty interesting. Haven't driven one with one of those in before, so that's pretty cool. I'm sure that the technology in these has changed since the FS 19 days anyway. But there's not much left of this, so that's all right. Definitely not viable. So what we're probably going to do now is we've got our production facility set up. We've got all of our equipment that we need. We've got 430 grand sitting in the bank. Which is actually pretty good. We've got some passive income on the greenhouse, so I think we will probably. I might do some more contract work off of camera and stuff, but skip through a few months and stuff until we can actually put get our vines in the ground. Now the beautiful thing about grapevines is once you get them in, they're there for good, so you never have to replant them, which is absolutely awesome as long as you look after them and they don't die off, obviously. So that's going to be good. So it's going to be pretty expensive to actually get them in the ground in the first place. Once they are in the ground, then we don't need to replant them. So if there's any suggestions on what else you guys think we should do, whether we should just purely concentrate on the grapes. or if you think that we should do something else. I am going to have another series running parallel to this where we're actually doing cereal crops and stuff. So so don't worry about that. We're not going to just purely be doing grapes all the time. But yeah, it's all going pretty well. This thing has got relatively dirty relatively quick, hasn't it? It's a nice piece of machinery though. It's most definitely a nice piece of machinery. What I normally do is I have a look at what the speed of my tool will run at, and then, you know, for example, this will run at 15 kilometers an hour while we've actually got the tool in the ground doing the work. And then I set my cruise control for that, and then I just put cruise control on. And when I put cruise control on at that speed, then we don't change speed at the end of the field, so I can lift my implement and turn around for my next run, and then drop my implement, and we stay at in this case 15 kilometers an hour the whole time. So that's what Simi does. That's how I roll it. But I think we've actually done really, really well. I hope you guys don't mind. I hope you guys don't mind me reimbursing ourselves or reimbursing myself for the work that for the landscaping and stuff. But quite seriously, to landscape that area, it probably would have taken a third of the money that we started off with, unfortunately. So let's get that all folded up there. Yeah, she's pretty dirty, isn't it? All right, beautiful. This contract should be okay. So let's just stop off and check. We'll just double check while we're on here how much we actually spent on wages. We spent nearly $1,900 on wages for that job. So, where are we? There. It says we failed. Oh no, that was a different one. Sorry, it says we completed that one. That one I forgot to. I forgot to hire the equipment, so I had to cancel it. So we are getting $1,832 from this, which means that we actually lost money on that by using an employee. So, we lost what, $60 on that. Not worth it. There we go. It was a good experiment, guys. It was a good experiment. Oh, crap. I shouldn't have finished that contract until I took the tractor back. But there you go. There you have it. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Hope you're looking forward to some more. Thank you very much for the comments that people are making. Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for everybody who's hitting like as well, because that really, really helps out. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.